Good evening and welcome to the Township Committee meeting of September 26th, 2023. Ms. Brake, please call the roll.
Committeeman Ciccarelli?
Here.
Committeeman Rue?
Here.
Committeeman Thompson? Deputy Mayor Britting?
Here.
Mayor Lapani?
Here.
Administrator Ferrera?
Here.
Attorney Willard?
Here.
Please be advised in accordance with Section 5 of the Open Public Meetings Act of Chapter 231 of the Public Laws of 1975 that notice of this meeting was made by the posting on the bulletin board at the Hillsborough Township Municipal Complex and notifying the officially designated newspapers that this meeting would take place at the Hillsborough Township Municipal Complex at 7:30 p.m. on September 26, 2023. We have no minutes to approve at this time. Oh, I skipped the Pledge of Allegiance. Please join me to the flag. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. I'll figure it out eventually. So I've already gotten to the mayor states part. We'll now move to reports from community liaisons, and we will start with Committeeman Ciccarelli.
Thank you. From the building department, message about car charger permit applications. So if you're submitting a permit for a electric car charger, the building department now requires 2 copies of a one-line diagram and a load calculation to be submitted with your application. If you are a homeowner doing your own paperwork, please contact the building department and they can direct you to a helpful website that can assist you in completing a one-line diagram and load calculations. Those are usually done by electrical engineers, but apparently we'll let you go on this. Please have your licensed electrician then sign and seal the application. So again, the building department will help you with that. Engineering, new inland flood rules. The New Jersey Department of Environmental Protection, NJDEP, adopted the new inland flood protection rule on July 17th, 2023. The new requirements increase design flood elevations, address outdated rainfall data, and ensure that the areas at most significant flood risk are better defined. Additionally, new and rebuilt structures in these areas must be designed and constructed using best available climate information and climate-informed precipitation data. These new rules were enacted to help protect communities from the impact of potential flooding associated with proposed new development projects and outdated rainfall modeling data. Most new designs will likely increase the project's need for stormwater management. While homeowners may be impacted by these rules, most new regulations are related to new development, and the residents can go to the NJDEP website at dep.nj.gov to view the details of these new rules. So that's a long time coming. Planning and zoning. The final virtual public meeting on Keep Somerset Moving, Transportation Plan 2045, will take place on Thursday, September 28th from 6:30 to 8 p.m. Somerset County wants to get public feedback on the draft county transportation policy, project, and strategy recommendations. To register and get involved, visit somersetcounty.mysocialpinpoint.com for details. A representative from the Hillsborough Township Planning and Zoning Office will attend to see how this might impact our master plan and master plan update. The Public Works Department, the Township Leaf Collection Program is right around the corner. I know that gets some of us up here excited. With that in mind, the Department of Public Works will ask residents to consider mulching leaves. Mulching leaves in the lawn will cut down on the volume of leaves collected by our DPW. There are numerous other sustainable reasons to do so, to mulch, such as conserving soil moisture by reducing evaporation. It improves the fertility and health by adding organic matter to the lawn. It reduces weed growth, and it moderates soil temperatures by acting as insulation, among other issues. These can be further researched online. The DPW is busy concentrating on road maintenance right now, and this action will help afford them some time to stay focused on that. The Municipal Alliance. The Hillsborough Millstone Municipal Alliance envisions having our local community understand that alcoholism and drug addictions are chronic conditions that can be successfully prevented and treated and create wants to create an environment that promotes and protects community members' mental, social, and physical health. The mission of the Municipal Alliance is to change lives by empowering our communities to combat substance abuse and its related problems at home, school, and work, with proven, practical resources to promote prevention, education, and advocacy. With that in mind, the Municipal Alliance is looking for new members and volunteers to help, to be appointed and help out with any of their efforts. So there are open positions that will begin in the new year, January 24. So please contact the clerk's office, Sarah, for more information if you're interested in helping the Municipal Alliance. And those are all the reports, Mr. Mayor.
Thank you, Committeeman Ciccarelli. Committeeman Rue.
Thank you, Mayor. We have a new logo for the Community Assistance Network. Vanna, can you please display the new logo? The new logo is in the shape of a soup can. It represents thousands of cans donated to the food pantry by the Hillsborough community and distributed to families in need. Established in 1984 in a small room in the basement of the former municipal building, Hillsborough's food pantry originally made available canned goods that residents donated. Now, the Hillsborough can provides a wide variety of food and produce, as well as toiletries, personal care items, and holiday family meals to many clients. The can is the foundation of the Social Services Department and would not be successful without the generosity of our donors and volunteers. Thank you for that. From the Social Services Department, Hillsborough Girl Scout Service Unit 72 pulls through for the Community Assistance Network Food Pantry. The Girl Scouts of Hillsborough Service Unit 72 kicked off the start of the new Girl Scout year by donating much-needed paper, personal, and cleaning products to the Hillsborough Township Community Assistance Network Food Pantry. From the Recreation Department, Hillsborough Recreation is your Halloween headquarters. Hillsborough Parks and Recreation has no shortage of Halloween-themed events this year. The festivities kick off on Thursday, October 26th at Norris Hill Farm with the annual Children's Party. On the morning of Saturday, October 28th, the Recreation Department will host the annual Howell-Oween Dog Parade and Costume Contest at Ambin Middlesworth Park. The annual Trunk or Treat event will be held on the afternoon of the 28th at Willow Road Park. Pre-registration is required for both the Children's Party and Trunk or Treat. See hillsboroughNJRecreation.org for more information. Go Green for Halloween. Returning this year is a Go Green for Halloween costume exchange. Drop off gently used Halloween costumes from October 2nd through 5th from 8 a.m. to 4:30 p.m. at the Parks and Recreation office. Then come back on Friday, October 6th between 8 and 4:30 or Saturday, October 7th between 9 and 11 to pick up your new-to-you costumes. Boo to you from the Parks and Recreation crew. Additionally, winter basketball registration is open. Registration is open for the 2023-2024 winter basketball season. For boys in grade 4 through 8, the Recreation Department offers Saturday morning games, while the high school league plays on Monday nights. All games will be played in Hillsborough. The Parks and Recreation Department also holds a girls' crosstown basketball league for grades 3 through 6. The girls' games will be played on Friday nights or Saturdays in Hillsborough or in surrounding towns. Please sign up early to ensure your spot, as some leagues reach max capacity prior to deadline. The deadlines are November 3rd for the boys' leagues and November 19th for the girls' leagues. Interested parties can register online at hillsboroughNJRecreation.org. That completes my report, Mayor.
Thank you, Committeeman Rue. Deputy Mayor Britting.
All right, thank you, Mayor. So let's start off with the best police department in the business. There's a couple from these guys. So first we'll stick with kickball with the cops. You know, they've done a tremendous job at trying to make sure they connect with the community and make sure the community knows that they're there for them. So we really commend you, Chief, sitting in the back there with all you and your whole team. So thanks for doing that. So kickball with the cops. There are plenty of fun to be had the evening September 15th when Hillsborough's young people took on the Hillsborough Police Department in playing kickball with the cops. What was the score, Chief? Do you remember? A lot to nothing? You guys got crushed, right? The kids crushed you? Good, good. All right, good. Now, I know a lot of people went there and they had a really nice time. So I think you had, 150 kids sign up or something like that? It was a ton. So that's really, really wonderful thing. So we're going to continue to do that stuff. Coffee with a cop. Now, this is for the adults, unless your kids drink coffee, which I don't suggest. My boys had coffee, they'd be bouncing off the ceiling. Mark your calendars. Coffee with a Cop is on Tuesday, October 10th from 4 to 6 p.m. This time-honored Hillsborough tradition invites residents to stop by Starbucks for a coffee break and conversation with members of the Hillsborough Township Police Department, right off of 206 there, the Starbucks there. It's a great job. We did it last year. They brought the motorcycle, and it was pretty neat. A couple kids came by. It was great. Another message from the police department. There are new flashing light stop signs. So this township has now installed flashing crosswalk signs at the following locations. We promised we would do this, so we actually did it, which is great, which we always do. We always follow through on our word. Amwell Marshall, Amwell Pleasant View, Triangle Van Zant, and Triangle Perrin Pike. Drivers are reminded that they must stop and yield to pedestrians in the crosswalks at all times. So thanks for working on that as well, too, everybody involved there. So that's the update from the police department. So court. All right, so what happens when the court's orders are not obeyed? I feel like a song should be played. Da, 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 da. People who do not want to go to court when summoned or subpoenaed, make payments as required, or comply with other requirements of their sentences, face additional punishments, including fines, driver's license suspensions, arrest, and jail time. For more information regarding a case, contact the municipal court at the phone number found on the ticket or court notice. If you don't have a ticket number, you can look up at your information using the tool Municipal Court Case Search at njmcdirect.com. And you can always contact our court here at 908-369-3532 or court@hillsborough-nj.org. Now we go to the clerk's office, Ms. Brake's office. The general election will be held Tuesday, November 7th, 2023, and mail-in ballots have already begun to be sent out. So if you would like to vote but haven't yet registered, you can do so online, so there's still time to register to vote, at the New Jersey Division of Elections website. The voter registration deadline is October 17th, so just about 2 weeks before Halloween. You can also request a vote by mail ballot at the same website. The deadline to apply for a mail-in ballot is October 31st, right on Halloween. So there's still time to register and still time to get those mail-in ballots in. HBA, so Hillsborough Business Association. I don't see any of them here tonight, I don't think, but they have done a tremendous job at connecting with how many, 1,500 businesses in Hillsborough, 30 that are in queue right now. So they've done a tremendous job at connecting. And this is one that we want to talk about today. You guys might have heard, Restaurant Week is this week. So really, this is our plea. Started this morning.
Today.
Started this morning. So I think, do we have any pictures from this morning where a couple of us went and eat? Yeah. And the middle one is Mayor there. We didn't get a picture of him, but I went to the Star Diner, Mayor went to Catered Affair, and Committeeman Ciccarelli, Committeeman Rue went over and had some IHOP, some pancakes. So it was a good morning. So what this is our plea to shop and stay local. Like, please, spend your money in Hillsborough. The businesses really appreciate it. So today marks the official day of Hillsborough Restaurant Week. Features on all types of cuisine and various in-person dining and takeout delivery orders. This is the perfect opportunity to try something special made at some of Hillsborough's excellent restaurants. We have a lot more than people think, a lot of really great restaurants. Stay up to date with all participating restaurants and their menus at www.hillsboroughbusiness.org. Use the hashtag, so those of you who are on Facebook, Instagram, or whatever else you're on, HBoroughRW23 hashtag, to share your Restaurant Week fare on social media and celebrate our diverse community of restaurants. So try breakfast, lunch, and dinner at one of our places. More from the HBA. So Somerset County Economic Development Meeting. So on September 12th, our Hillsborough Economic and Business Development Office attended an event hosted by Choose New Jersey and Somerset County at Flounder Brewing in Hillsborough to hear about the current resources available and the future of economic development in the state. It's an important subject. The New Jersey Business Action Center, NJBAC, and Economic Development Authority, NJEDA, gave information on their projects and campaigns to market the official recognition of Central Jersey as a travel destination in the state. So Central Jersey does exist. No more argument. The township hopes to assist Hillsborough businesses by promoting these resources. We encourage all businesses to stay up to date on these programs by signing up for the Hillsborough Business Association digital newsletter at www.hillsboroughbusiness.org. So this is another group that does a tremendous amount of work in the community to try to help as much as they can. Sustainability, another very important subject. Duke Farms, which we all know about Duke, right? Duke's Farms, unveils New Jersey's first electric vehicle fast charging station. So Hillsborough Administrator, Mr. Anthony Ferrara, sitting over here, and our Sustainability Director, Zuzana Caras, attended the unveiling of its first quarter-class charging station in Somerset County at Duke Farms earlier this week. This EV charging facility will be powered 100% by an on-site solar array, so it's not using anything other than solar, which is great, demonstrating the synergy between increased renewable energy and vehicle electrification. So we know that's a market that's growing, and it's a great opportunity to try to help out those people who have those cars. The number of EVs on our Jersey roads will triple over the next 3 years, if you've read, and increase by a factor of 20 in just over a decade. Duke Farms will electrify its own fleet and also support the broad adoption of EVs by the general public through this high-power charging facility. Margaret Waldock, the executive director at Duke Farms, thanked Hillsborough Township for its endless support throughout the year. So again, this is another tremendous, kudos to the team here working closely with Duke Farms. Last from me, Mayor, is in regards to Breast Cancer Awareness Month. It's a very important subject this month. October is national, coming up in the next week and a half. October is National Breast Cancer Awareness Month, an annual campaign to increase the awareness of the disease, encourage early detection, and support research to find the cure. I think the one thing there that sits with me, I work in the pharmaceutical industry, is encourage early detection. It's a really important piece. Awareness is everything, especially when it comes to your health. The National Cancer Institute estimates that in the United States, more than 287,850 females and 2,710 males new cases of breast cancer will be diagnosed this year. That's a significant amount of people that suffer from this. Kathleen Ciroli, a 3-time cancer survivor, and Joanne Liskovitz are co-founders of Dance for the Cure, a nonprofit organization that has helped local families impacted by breast cancer. Dance for the Cure has provided financial assistance totaling just under $1 million at $850,000 since its founding since 1999. That's a really, really terrific thing to do. Last sentence or 2 sentences from me. We really do. We urge all women and their families to increase their knowledge about breast cancer and join us in celebrating successes and memorializing lost battles. So self-awareness is the whole battle in life, and I think this is just another example of that. So thank you, Mayor. That's all from me tonight.
Thank you, Deputy Mayor. A couple things, and then we'll get on to some proclamations and stuff. So I want to announce that I am privileged to again announce that our annual Mayor's Wellness Walk and Talk, this annual event, which will take place for a different place this year at the Saralin Mountain Preserve on Sunday, October 22nd. It's an opportunity for Hillsborough residents to learn more about the mayor's job and also ask any questions they may have about any township-related issue while enjoying a fall foliage in a peaceful forest setting. I would imagine please wear appropriate shoes for the Sourlands, not flip-flops or any open-toed shoes. Registration information is available at the Township website, the Mayor's e-newsletter, and Hillsborough's social media channels. The first 100 registrants will receive a T-shirt. Goodwill ribbon cutting on September 19th, Anthony Ferreira, Committeeman Ciccarelli, Somerset County Administrator Colleen Mara, the Economic and Business Development and staff and commissioned joined me at a Goodwill store right around the corner for a ribbon cutting on their new location in Hillsborough. This location is located at 649 Route 206, which features both a unique center of both a donation side and a store. So you can go in and donate, and then the other side you can actually purchase some slightly used goods. Goodwill is an excellent resource for those looking to avoid throwing out unused items. The township wishes Goodwill success in their new location. And quite honestly, I was walking through there, and I think the most expensive item was $30, but most of them were $3, $4, and $5. So it's not a high-ticket item, and the stuff that was there was actually, they say, unique and something you might not see everywhere. So please at least take advantage of donating, and if you can, stop by and see what they have to offer on the other side. The township the Hillsborough Township employees recently participated in a comprehensive drill organized by the Office of Emergency Management to ensure that the continuity of operations during emergencies. This drill was conducted without any advance notice to our employees, providing an unscripted test of the township's readiness. Upon arrival to work at the municipal building, key personnel were met by the township administrator, Anthony Ferrer, over here, and transported to Ann Van Middlesworth Park, where they engaged in remote work scenarios for approximately 1.5 hours. This exercise exemplifies Hillsborough Township's dedication to ensuring the safety and continued functioning of essential services, even in the face of unforeseen challenges. Hillsborough Township remains committed to ongoing training and preparedness efforts to better serve and protect the community in time of crisis. I'll have to say that I went there and everyone had their laptops and were working and connected just as if they were in the office. And obviously coming off some emergencies in the past few years and a pandemic. You never know what's going to hit, so I commend Administrator Ferrera and his team for always being ready for things that you can't even think about. So thank you for that.
Mayor, I just wanted to make sure as well, big help by our OEM Director John Sheridan and our IT Director as well, who's I know always, even in the back, like Oz, you never know where Rich Vantar is going to be. So thanks to both Rich and John.
Exactly, thank you. As you may have seen in the press last week, we had a visit from Congressman Thomas Keene and on September 16th to inspect the dormant 206 widening project that I'm sure you've all aware of that has been a pressing concern for the community. Joining me on the tour were Committeeman James Rue, Township Minister Anthony Ferrera, Economic and Business Development Director Susanna Karras, and Engineering Director Tom Ballinger. The Congressman witnessed the challenges posed by the incomplete roadwork, including disruptions to traffic flow, health and safety concerns, and the difficulties faced by local businesses due to limited accessibility. During his visit, Congressman Keene discussed the impacts of delayed project with local business owners and township representatives. These conversations shed light on the pressing need to expedite the completion of the vital infrastructure project to bolster the town's economic growth and enhance the quality of life for its residents. I normally at this point will share any news that I might have for 206, and you just got it. So I have nothing new to offer other than we are constantly reaching out to any person, avenue, outlet we can to try and get this road continued. Unfortunately, there has not been any movement with DOT and surety the bond company. And I won't bore you with the number of days it's been. You all know it's been long. But our next phase is, in my opinion, and Administrator Ferrera's, we are going to have to plan for no construction and what we're going to do with this road over the winter. So I'm sure that we will meet with the DOT and come up with a plan as to how things will be handled with the freeze and thaws coming this winter. So please rest assured, the road is dormant, but we are still working. And I'll just leave it at that. Hillsborough Township, as part of the Mayor's Wellness Program, to give to something a little more positive, is partnering with Robert Wood Johnson to host a community blood drive this Thursday at the Municipal Building. Stop by this building on September 28th between 12 and 5 p.m. to give the gift of life. Please bring your ID card and make sure to eat and drink something before donating. See the registration link on Facebook or on the website, the town's calendar, or in tomorrow's e-news. And on a long-awaited project that is finally done that was damaged during Ida a few years ago, we're happy to announce, and most people that need to use it know, the Zion-Wartsville Road Bridge, also known as Rock Brook Bridge, that closed for repairs in August of 2021, it was only supposed to be closed for 3 to 4 months. However, Ida blew it apart, causing further damages to this historic bridge. 2 years later, County Bridge number B0301, located in Zion-Wartsville Road and Hillsborough and Montgomery, is again open to vehicular traffic. Per an update on the Somerset County website, we are glad to see this historic Rock Brook Bridge open again for traffic, and it does make it much easier to get over the Sauerland Mountains. Since the Hillsborough Township Emergency Alert System migrated from Swift Reach to Rave Smart 911 last month, residents are reporting that they are now receiving excessive unwanted alerts. We have an answer. Our office at the Emergency Management is working with Rave to clean up the data that came over from our old system. Unfortunately, alert preferences were reset, and in some cases, people who had previously unsubscribed had been restored. We need your help to ensure that you're receiving the alerts you need and the way you want to receive them. So this is how we fix that. So please log on into Smart 911 to update your preferences. If you do not know your password or ID, click Forgot Links. If you still can't log in, you can create a new account. You can then subscribe to the alerts you like to receive and indicate what preferred method of alert delivery. such as a text-only, email, or voice. We ask that you complete this by the end of October, at which time the old call list will be disabled. On Thursday, September 21st, Hillsborough Township hosted an outreach event that was attended by local children and their families. The children participated in soccer drills led by the community volunteers, along with members of the Hillsborough Township Police Department. I was happy to provide my services as goalie, and I didn't stop a single ball, though I was no match for Hillsborough's young people. Parents learned more about some of the programs and services Hillsborough Township has to offer, and food was provided by Chilangos and Peru Chican, I think. Is that how Chican? Okay. But the kids had a great time, and actually the whole thing was fun. It was a beautiful day. The weather was perfect, and like I said, I know that I will no longer be a goalie prospect. One other thing, I had the pleasure to, and I love doing these, went to go witness an Eagle Scout project, and many of these Eagle Scout projects that are done around the town are benches and different things. This one actually was the first one that I've been to that actually had a very important function. So Kristen Bojack created or repaired and redid the roof training module located in the Shannick Volunteer Fire Company, where people learn and practice life-saving and important drills of, as you can see, they have a roof there that they practice cutting holes in. The old one was in disrepair and was unused, and therefore that critical part of training was not utilized. So I thank Christian and his project to aid the training of our volunteer fire department, and is a nice project that has a very important use other than just a normal Eagle Scout project. So thank you, Christian, for that. But as always, we've mentioned a lot of things tonight, but you can always stay connected with all events and more via the Hillsborough newsletter, e-news, Thursday Experience, Hillsborough Bulletin. Be sure to follow and like the official Hillsborough Township Facebook page, Twitter, Instagram, tune into TV 29, and all the Hillsborough YouTube channels. And if you don't know how to do that, just ask your grandkids and sign up for Hillsborough Alerts for traffic and emergency notifications. Or I and my daughter, in my case. So that's all we have for the announcements. I'm going to come down, we're going to give some proclamations, and I'll be down in a minute. All right, testing, we're good. All right. So we're going to call up the first person is the Hillsborough Township ItalianAmerican Unity, otherwise known as Unico. Hillsborough Township Italian-American community has contributed greatly to the cultural landscape since its earliest days. The Hillsborough chapter of the Italian-American Club, Unico, annually awards the Brian Piccolo Scholarship to a Hillsborough High School student, supported the Rotary Fair Family Fun Day, and has engaged in many fundraising events to support the community, including organizations such as the Zippy Fund, a charity that supports pediatric cancer patients and their families, and Somerset Treatment Services, which provides support and treatments for individuals battling substance abuse. During Italian-American Heritage and Cultural Month, we recognize the rich heritage of Italian Americans and celebrate the immeasurable contributions to Hillsborough and our nation. Now, therefore, be proclaimed that we, the Mayor and Hillsborough Township Committee, do hereby recognize October 2023 as Italian-American Heritage and Cultural Month and encourage all residents to join in celebrating the many contributions of the Italian Americans. Thank you. You don't know this guy.
Mayor, thank you. Township Committee, thank you all very much. we're here representing Unico, the Hillsborough chapter of Unico, which is an Italian-American service organization. We have a very active chapter, and as the mayor noted, we are involved in fundraising activities, and we try to give back to the community. So in our service capacities, anything along the lines of charitable, educational, organizational events that we can help support, we try to do that. And we have our next meeting tomorrow night. We'll be providing a fairly substantial donation, around $10,000, to the Zippy Fund, as we said, for pediatric cancer patient support. So we are very proud of the work that we do, and we greatly appreciate the recognition of Italian Heritage Month, because I know we're all either proud Italian Americans or certainly spouses of proud Italian Americans. So thank you very much for recognizing us.
Thank you. We're going to do invite Monsignor up and his group. Each October and January, Respect for Life is honored across the United States of America. Respect life entails all, regardless of race, religion, gender, national organs, or socioeconomic status. All individuals should be treated in respect with dignity. Hillsborough Township, a stigma-free community, embraces all life. Now, therefore, be it proclaimed that we, the mayor and Hillsborough Township Committee, call upon the residents to be mindful of all citizens, regardless of their differences, in the pursuit of your life, liberty, and happiness.
Thank you. We'd like to thank the mayor and to the council for the recognition and respect of our belief. This is something that is significant and close to our hearts, and we thank him thank all of you for giving us voice to this belief that we hold so dear. So thank you all very much.
The origins of Mary, Mother of God Parish date back to 1916, when weekly Mass began at the McHugh Burgess Farmhouse in Flagtown. On July 10th of 1932, the Church of Mary, Mother of God, Flagtown, was officially dedicated, and during Holy Week of 1948, Bishop William A. Griffin constituted Mary, Mother of God, a parish. In March of 1981, a fundraising campaign commenced for a larger replacement church on Triangle Road. I know because I was here. There are many groups and ministries that continue to enhance the parish community, including but not limited to Respect for Life, Rosary Altar Society, Circle of Friends, Women's Group, Men's Group, and the High School Youth Group. The parish now has over 4,400 registered families, a growth of 52% in 20 years. Now, therefore, be proclaimed that we, the mayor and the Hillsborough Township Committee, congratulate Monsignor Joe Curry and his entire Mary Mother of God Parish community on their 75th anniversary, and thank the many dedicated volunteers and servants of Mary Mother of God Parish for their continued support of the Hillsborough community. Congratulations, Monsignor.
And again, on behalf of the Mary Mother of God community, we are grateful to have been part of a small part of the over 250-year history of Hillsborough. And we commit ourselves to continue to be good neighbors, to be people who are committed to the growth and the betterment of our community and each other. Thank you so much. All right, thank you. Picture, one more time. One more. There you go.
Oh, I need parish participants come up. Mayor, Mother of God. If you're here, if you're part of it, 75 years, come on up. Now we need a wide frame. Everybody turn sideways.
We're all wearing our shirts. I guess we gotta do this. Yeah.
There you go.
Don't frame.
All right, thank you all. Thank you all very much. Yep. All right.
So I'm going to call off the names of the credit card grants. If you could please come up and stand. So we're going to do this kind of all as a group. The committee makes the following recommendations for credit card grants. The Hillsborough Junior Raiders will receive $1,000 for replacement helmets. Gigi's Playhouse, $500 for kitchen supplies for classes. Hillsborough Baseball League, Buddy League, $800 for backpacks to carry equipment. And our Hillsborough Rockettes and the one Rocket, $950 for uniforms and performances.
We'll get,
Put a couple Rockettes
Come
on
on.
the right side.
as you know, the grants are given out to help the youth and the seniors, and we have a lot of super seniors here, not only by age, but by what they do for the community.
You get back far enough? Everybody turn sideways and get
Yeah,
closer.
come on, girls. And Rocket.
Come on, get in here.
All right.
So this year it was $3,200 that was given out, as you know. $3,250. Okay?
Very good. Thank you very much. Good job. How are you?
I want to say, can I say something?
Sure, we should. That's all right. You can say it later.
Oh.
Do we not say Gigi's? Okay, okay. Okay, so we're going to take a brief 2-minute break. For those who like to leave, can leave. We'll reinstate at nat clock 8:15. You good? We need the people.
Get the new employees back in here.
David, can you have Deborah bring her person because we're starting? Tell Deborah we're starting.
Deborah and her new person.
Yeah, tell her we're starting the meeting, waiting on her.
Deb Blaney. She's outside. Tell her to come in. There she comes.
All right, you're holding up the meeting, Deborah. Where's your person? Your employee?
No, that's not.
Who let him off the street? Someone gave him a jacket.
You have it memorized?
What's going on?
We're gonna quiz. There's gonna be a quiz. Which one? Oh, okay. Yeah, yeah. And the rave instructions. They need to get out now.
Okay, we're back in session. Thank you all for coming, and all those who received awards and proclamations. Thank you for what you do for the town. So we have consent agenda number 1 through 23. May I have a motion to approve consent agenda 1 through 23?
So moved.
Second.
Second. Any comments from the dais? Mr. Ferrera?
Thank you, Mayor. Just wanted to comment on consent agenda 1, 2, 3, 4, and 6. First, resolution 1 and 2 for Victoria and Chris on behalf of the chief back there. I want to welcome a permanent status for both the employees. They've done an excellent job through their probation period. Also, with the chief as well, on hiring Dave Fisher to the position of part-time police support technician in the police department. Super happy to have Dave with us, over 30 years experience in the job we're looking for, so we're very fortunate, so we want to welcome him aboard. Also, resolution number 4, the hiring of Jonah Angelo to the position of Field Inspector Assessment Clerk for the Department of Tax Assessor. Same thing, comes with experience, so we're happy to welcome him aboard. And want to thank Deborah Blaney, the Director of Tax Assessor, for being here as well in support of our new employee. And then resolution number 6, we're happy to have Nadine Carr back working with our vulnerable population under that grant as well. So
That was 7. You missed 6.
7? Oh, when I must have printed out my 6 on mine. So, but yes, thank you. Thank you. Thank you. What's the number? Thank you, Mayor. Appreciate that.
All right. So we have 1 through, I think we have a motion and second, and any comments from the floor? Seeing none, roll call, please.
Committeeman Ciccarelli?
Yes.
Committeeman Rue?
Yes.
Deputy Mayor Britting?
Yes.
Mayor Lapani?
Yes, and I'd like to acknowledge that Marcella, congratulations on your salary increase for 2023. And that's all we have for that. And we'll move to public hearings. Ordinance amending Chapter 92 of Police Department, Article 2, establishing organization, Section 92-7, membership of the Code of Township of Hillsborough, County of Somerset, State of New Jersey, to increase but not to exceed amount of police department membership. This ordinance was introduced in August of '22 and was scheduled for a public hearing tonight, but due to an issue with the newspaper, the public notice requirement is not met. We are going to open the public hearing tonight. If anyone should be here to want to comment, we will gladly hear comments tonight, but we will continue the hearing at our next meeting on October 24th, and we will hold off any voting until that time. So, may I have a motion to open public hearing ordinance 2023-13?
Motion.
Second?
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Seeing none. Any discussions from the dais? Seeing none. Any comments from the floor? Seeing none. We will now motion to continue public hearing on ordinance 2023-13 on October 24th. May I have a motion?
So moved.
Second?
Second.
Okay.
Divided up how you,
You guys
divided
have
up how you
breakfast
want.
together? You guys finish these other sentences this week too, or what?
Yeah.
Roll call, please.
Committeeman Ciccarelli?
Yes.
Committeeman Rue?
Yes.
Committeeman Thompson? Oops. Deputy Mayor Britting?
Yes.
Mayor Lapani?
Yes. So we have no other new ordinances, so we'll move right to Claims List 2023-17. May I motion to approve Claims List 2023-17?
Motion.
Second.
Okay, any comments from the dais? Seeing none. Comments from the floor? Seeing none. Roll call, please.
Committeeman Ciccarelli?
Yes.
Committeeman Rue?
Yes.
Deputy Mayor Britting?
Yes.
Mayor Lapani?
Yes. We'll now move on to public comment. Ms. Brigg, please read the public comment notice.
The Township Committee welcomes input from the public. Please state your name and address, and please spell your name for the record. You will be given 1 3-minute allotment for your comments. Please understand that this public forum is not structured as a question and answer session. Comments are to be addressed to the mayor. Again, please keep your comments to 3 minutes. Thank you.
Anyone wish to make public comment not on the agenda? Seeing none, I will move to an adjournment. Do I have a motion to adjourn?
So moved.
Second?
Second.
Roll call, please.
Committeeman Ciccarelli?
Yes.
Committeeman Rue?
Yes.
Deputy Mayor Britting?
Yes.
Mayor Lapani?
Yes, we are adjourned. 8:27 on that clock. Have a nice day.